Hello and welcome to another episode of our World Handicapping series. The purpose of today's video is to briefly outline and provide a little bit more understanding on what your course handicap and playing handicaps are, and more importantly, understanding the process that you need to follow to identify how many shots you're allocated on your round of golf. So your course handicap is the number of strokes a player receives once they have transferred their handicap index using the course rating and slope rating chart. Now, this will depend on two main factors. Firstly, the difficulty of the golf course, and secondly, which teeing location you have decided to play that golf course on a given day. Identifying your course handicap is the process you need to go through when playing any casual rounds of golf. This means anything under non-competition rules, maybe a friendly 4-ball at the weekends with your friends, or maybe it's a quick 9 holes on your own in the week. Identifying that course handicap will allow you to understand how many shots each player receives. Now, your playing handicap is the strokes a player receives when playing in competition golf. It follows the same steps as your course handicap, but subtracts what we call a stroke allowance relative to the competition format that you are playing. And it does this to provide fairness and equality to all standards of player. Now, whilst the playing handicap is clearly very important, the system will work this out for you, and it will factor this in when you input your score following your competition round of golf. So, if you take a look at the table, you can see that if you're playing in an individual stroke play, your handicap allowance is 95% of your course handicap. Now, you can also see by looking down the chart that there are various handicap allowance percentages relative to the format that you are playing, and these vary. But the most important thing I want to come back to is don't worry about remembering them. As soon as you input your score into the system or via the IG app, which is the preferred method of scoring, the system will work this all out for you. I'm just simply explaining this for those of you that want to understand the maths behind it. So, to identify your course handicap, there's a number of ways you can do this. Firstly, you can do this via the app, but I'll come on and show you that shortly. Secondly, you can use the course rating and slope rating charts behind me. Now, we've got 2 positioned at the front entrance of the clubhouse, and we've got 1 positioned up by each first tee. So, in this instance, let's just say I'm a 20 handicapper. If you come in a little bit closer, I'm going to play from the yellow tees. So I look down the left-hand column of my handicap index, and I'm going to be 20.0. So that ranges between the 19.8 and 20.6. As I go across, I'm entitled to 22 strokes off the yellow tees. Let's just say I'm now going to play from the white tees. If I come over here, you can see 19.9 and 20.7, I'm entitled to 23 strokes from that set of tees. I've got an example here of Simon True, one of our members, who has a handicap index of 13. So once you're on the front screen of the app, if you press Handicap Record, this will take you through to the next screen. And you can see in the top right-hand corner, there is a tab that says Calculator. And what this does is it takes the handicap index and transfers it automatically into understanding how many shots you're allowed, depending upon which course and which set of tees. So, for example, while Simon's handicap index is 13, if he plays the old course from the white tees, he will receive 16 shots. His playing handicap in an individual competition, he will receive 15 shots. However, if we scroll down and we have a look at the new course, if he wants to play the new course red tees, he will receive 13 shots. And in a competition, 95% of the stroke allowance means he will have 12. So in summary, hopefully that provides you with a little bit of a key insight as to how to calculate how many strokes each player will receive out on the course. However, as I've alluded to in a few previous videos, don't worry, go and play golf the same way you've always done, input your scores the same way you always have, and the system will work it all out for you.